The player, is there anyone who wants to sum up what happened last time? Like, kind of a previously in Steel Ship.
Do you want to do that, Craig?
Yeah.
Last time.
I'm fine with that.
Do it in the perspective of your character. So if there was any moment where you were like, then I did this awesome thing. Then, yeah.
Okay, all right, I can do that.
Get into the role.
Okay. Well, previously on Ronan, myself and Diode found ourselves on a small backwater planet trying to track down a captain who we were going to use some information. We found the captain a little bit worse for wears in a local tavern, being waited on hand and foot by a rather posh robot. I said Diode and myself introduced ourselves, showed off a little bit too much. I chopped a glass in half and Diode managed to disappear and reappear. So I think I was cooler. We then managed to convince the captain that we were all friends of a friend, and he's invited us to join him on a mission to investigate the ship that we're interested in, which is the unnamed ship, actually. Sorry, yes, the unnamed ship, a mysterious ship that's been appearing and reappearing in different parts of the kind of galaxy, and has an item on board that we have interest in. I'm not really sure whether or not I trust the captain fully, completely, but Diode, I think, has got things under control. He's scoped out the systems, and it all looks pretty okay. It's an unusual ship than we've usually been on before. They're used to something a little bit more higher class. This seems to be a bit botched together. But it's a solid mission, pays good so far, so we're gonna follow this thing through like we always do.
Yep. Yeah, sounds good. Was it Diode?
Yeah, Diode.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did it.
First time.
Diode. So it's kind of like Diode.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yes. I just need to make mental. But anyway, what was I gonna say? What do your character feel about the Steel Ship Company, the original, or like the first company you were with?
So the Steel Company. So this is these are our secret benefactors who have set us the mission to find the Gen 46-2. So I would imagine that Diode is, if he's working for them currently, then he's got no problem with them. We've discussed before that Diode does his homework. He doesn't just accept any mission from them and blindly goes follow it. He does quite a lot of hacking and gathering intel to try and find, especially if it involves any wet work, killing someone, then he wants to make sure that if he does so, the universe is going to be a better place. So this mission's a bit more complicated, as it seems that the captain, Logan Rust, is also after the Gen 46 and believes that this could change the course of the problems that the universe is having. It's something that could save us all, potentially, he believes.
Yeah.
I guess Diode's also, he's worried that after hacking the captain's accounts, there seems to be very little money left in there, so we might not be getting the rest of our money from him that he's promised us, but we're double crossing him anyway, so maybe that's no bad thing.
Okay, so that's one small little question, and that is your. No, I'm actually not gonna say that. So I'm changed my mind. So let's begin. And if anyone has watched the Hammond question, we usually at my table we say that let's quest, but that's not the right one. Let's begin anyway. And so you are on your way to this abandoned ship, and you have got a mercenary with you from the crew, the Captain Ross crew, called a guy called Snake.
That's right, yeah.
And you on board, like you went on board on this ship called, or like this escape pod kind of thing, like little. It's not bigger than, I don't know, 5 by 5 meters. So it's a little cramped with like all the equipment and and 3 guys. But you see this ship in the not far away, and it's not that big. It's a little bigger than the crew, like the ship you are on now. And it looks more advanced. It's almost squeaky clean, like it's almost like giving a reflection of clean. And you see another pod traveling from your ship to the abandoned ship, or what appears to be abandoned, because they said, Snake says to you that we are reading no signals, life forms of any kind, but we should be careful. And he picks up his gun and reload it. But you are not there yet, but is there anything you want to do? Let's start with Ronan.
I think Snake seems a little bit nervous. Actually, I think he's doesn't know what to expect when coming to this. So I think I'd like to maybe use my. I think I'll use my drone. I'm going to use my drone, drop my drone, and I'm going to try and maybe do like a perception of the ship, or as we approach it, to get an idea of it.
Yeah. Is there any roles that would be appropriate to this? I don't like. It could use a. I'm thinking a wisdom check, but I'm
Okay.
like, I don't know. Let me think.
Either that or an intelligence check to represent
Yeah,
Ronan having to perhaps turn on the correct radars and sensing equipment.
I think intelligence. Yeah, I think intelligence checks.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, all right. Let's do that then. I'll do an intelligence
So
check.
you need
The room is the target is 10, and this is like a normal thing.
Okay.
So
I've rolled a 12.
yeah, so you scan the thing, and it the drone starts to compile, or to give you a solid answer, or it's starting to calculate as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then diode.
Yep, diode.
There we go. Diode. You receive a message on your hacker device, your databed, saying So you have a special or like a specific interface on your data pad, like you have customized it and like I don't know, like have special apps and stuff. But out of nowhere, there's a silver silver colored box popping up on the side of your programs,
Okay.
and it wants you to click on it. Not like a spyware. Click on this to receive whatever, but you know, like it wants you to react to see what message it has.
Okay. So yeah, I'll click it if I'm not suspicious of what that.
Yeah, it
Okay.
doesn't seem too suspicious. Like other than it's not your specific interface, but anyway.
Has this been triggered by my drone, or has it just happened?
It just
coincidentally.
Right. Coincidentally, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
You see a message with a from a kind of static looking face, like if you imagine like a silhouette kind of face in silver, and it's all text, but it says be careful, there's a snake on your plane. I was about to say on your
We do have a snake.
yeah, a snake on your
Mission?
on your pod. Yeah,
Oh.
like yeah.
Okay.
So there's no doubt he's talking about this snake.
Yeah.
And then it cuts off.
Is there? Could I try and trace it, or do I get an impression? Do I have a clue who that's from?
Yeah, you can. You actually just you can look at your files to see where it's coming from without any dice roll or anything.
Okay,
So
okay.
you see that it's coming from the abandoned ship.
Oh,
Okay.
this is getting strange. So, I mean that there's a snake in our midst, but the guy we're with is called Snake, so that would be slightly confusing. But so, I mean, I can't talk to Ronan.
Well, why can't you? Because I'm a mechanical, so can you not talk to me internally? Do we need to be audibly talking?
That's actually a good point. I think you have a valid point. Like you guys have been brothers in arms for so long that you've just made. I'm guessing like you could have made like a little program for each other.
Mm-hmm. I think being able to talk secretly would get broken quite quickly in this game, if I'm being honest. Maybe we could just limit it to basic sentences. Do you know what I mean? If me and Craig were allowed to our characters to secretly have conversations.
Yeah, it's a good point.
But if let's say that just basic, so something like receive mysterious message, Snake. We might not be able to trust Snake.
Yeah, you could do that with like basic body language. Maybe look at over a snake and being like, I don't know, but I think too long messages would, like you said, it would be broken.
So basically, it's the future version of Twitter.
Yeah. So
I can get 100 minutes so much in.
Yeah.
And also, I might look a bit weird if I'm stood there just kind of reading text and staring into the distance.
Yeah.
So, simple text. So you could literally say, Snake, can we trust him? ?
Yeah.
You can do that.
Okay.
And it also doesn't seem that Snake is paying attention to you. He's like kind of fiddling around with his own data pad, and like he seems a bit nervous for some reason.
Okay.
And that's easy for both of you to see that there's something
Okay.
wrong with him. Maybe it's the mission. Maybe.
Can I ask him?
Yeah.
Hey, Snake, you okay? Are you okay, man? You look. Anything you want to share with us? You look a bit nervous.
He takes up his radio and kind of looks you in the eyes, like to get your attention, and then he turns off his radio. He shows that he's turning it off, and then he's like looking at your radio.
Okay.
Okay, we'll turn ours off.
Our radios off here.
Yeah. And he's kind of having a little tear in his eye, like he's saying, I work for Steel Company too, and I've got orders to actually kill you guys. You've been saying too much about the company, and you have been showing distrust in the company.
Damn it, Diane! I told you not to dig around.
However, I'm a guy who values guys like you who want to help the world to survive, basically. As like he seems to fiddle around with his words, but he continues. So I don't know what to do. Like I want to protect Rust. Rust is my oldest friend, but I also work for the steel company, which he doesn't know. But
how's he likely going to react to that? Finding out that you work for the steel company, and we work for the steel company. Do you know our mission? Mine and Ronan's mission?
Yeah, I know it. You were supposed to get the GN 46.
So let me guess, you were going to wait for us to do that, kill us, and then take that back.
Yeah, at least that's what the steel company wants to believe. I've been, I don't know how many crosses I've been double crossing, but just by talking to you, I'm risking my life because they are watching everything. And if I don't succeed in this mission, he will, the company will kind of eliminate us all. Not only me and you two, but also Rust, my oldest friend.
What do you think, Ronan?
Well, I never trusted any of these guys from the beginning, to be honest, Dayard. You know me. I think everyone's lying. So it seems like Snake, you've been honest with us. We both had a feeling something was up. If you were going to kill us, you could just have tried to kill us anyway. So you didn't have to come out and do this. I don't see you gaining anything from it other than now we're just more suspicious than we were before. So at this point, I think it's cards on the tables, guys. Why are you telling us now? Besides being loyal to Rust, what do you hope to gain from working with us?
Don't get me wrong. I don't want to work for you. Like you're like as shady as the next guy. But what I do want from you is a promise that if I don't survive this, then you guys are gonna take care of Rust and ultimately take care of what he wants, which is to get the objective to a safe place.
Well, I think Diode by this point, the steel company, for whatever reasons they wanted it, aren't exactly on my Christmas card list.
I think we need to. No offense to you, Snake, but we need to check this out. Can I, if Diode's got a signal, can he, or even ask Snake? We need some proof that these are your orders. What, how can you prove to us that the steel company have set us to as targets?
I guess there's no real proof because we know, as you know, every job is being handled by secrecy and very censoring. So I can't even prove that I have a receipt or anything to you. You gotta believe my word for it. But one thing is clear. By the end of this little trip, there's gotta be blood on someone's hands.
Okay. So you're not going to kill us. We're not going to kill you. We're going to leave here with.
I have an idea.
Pardon?
I have an idea to get this out of the way, which is, and it's gonna be a very dangerous idea, but
My kind of
let's
idea.
stage a murder. Let's hide our death, or like not hide them, but like fake
It's
them.
a fake our deaths. Okay.
I've noticed that there are some gas leaks coming a bit out of this pipe, and he's pointing behind him where it says like psst. So I would suggest not smoking in here. And if you do, you gotta leave this area as fast as you can. And he looks kind of down at his cigar, which is not on, or like it's not lit yet. And he's saying like, if you promise me to take care of like help Rust, then I will take care of the steel company if they should ever come after you. But I might die in the process.
I think. What do you think, Vernon?
So do you understand what he's saying, or is it kind of cryptic? Because I'm not sure how.
No. His plan seems sound. If I believed that the steel company was trying to kill us,
you can roll a charisma check if you wanted to kind of see if he's talking out of his ass or if he's actually means it, which is a target on 10.
would that be wisdom?
Oh yeah.
17. I got 17.
Yeah, give me a sec. I need more lights in here. All right. So, what you get out of him is, or from him, is that he's speaking the truth, and he's very, to put in D&D terms, he's very lawful to this Ross guy, but he's maybe not so sure about you, so he kind of also wants insurance from you. He just hope that saying all this will grant him something like in in the end, like friends.
So I'm convinced that you're telling the truth, because it sounds too crazy to be a lie. You keep saying that you want us to take care and look after Rust. What does that look like to you?
Make him
Just keep him
survive.
safe, or
Huh?
like keep him safe, or do you mean financially?
Yeah, exactly.
For how long? We're not babysitters.
That's true.
We're killers.
Yeah, and I couldn't I can't ask for anything. I know that, but just make sure that this crate comes. Huh?
No, I was going to say, I think I'd be sort of suggesting to Dad, saying, look, it sounds like, though, we do the mission, we get this thing done. If you're not there able to get him out of there, we'll drag his ass out of there, get him safe somewhere. That's as much as I think we can guarantee for it. I think that's a fair thing to say. We're putting ourselves on the line. It sounds like this is important to you and to Rust. So if anything happens to you, we'll agree to get Rust out of there, get him out of Dodge.
Yeah.
And I think that's as much as we can offer. And I'll shake your hand to
Yeah, he shakes your hand, and like he's double shaking your hand with both hands, like thank you. But remember this: the steel company is watching everything, so we don't know if you guys, like one of you guys, could be working for them. I know you do, but like. You never know if this conversation is recorded.
That's it. We're all taking risks.
So back to this plan of faking our deaths then. I mean, that would certainly give us some time to figure this out, go unnoticed without the steel company pestering us. I mean, I don't know about you, Ronan, but I'd like to go see the steel company or track down our handler and find out why we've been blacklisted.
Yeah, it does seem if this is all true, then certainly I think coming out of this, we're certainly going to want to ask some questions, and maybe some heads are going to have to roll.
Yep.
Yeah. So my plan is that we all of us takes these suits and just get out of here, like into space, and then we'll meet at the abandoned ship. While I'm giving you a head start if this thing should explode too fast. But
Okay,
I'm
so
pretty good at like.
Okay.
Yeah. So I gotta light this cigar and then flip it against the ship inside of it, and hopefully, I know this sounds like ridiculous, but hopefully that will take attention or like make them believe for a brief moment that we are actually.
Diode, I'm sending you a simple text on our system. He's so dead.
I mean, I have an ion grenade with an adjustable timer. I could just.
We can use that.
I could just stick that down.
Is that not going to be a bit suspicious?
The gas pipe.
We could do that. Like I said, my plan isn't solid.
I'm fine either way.
Can I do an intelligence check to see what my knowledge is like, whether an ion grenade would be traceable if anyone was to sift through the wreckage?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can do that. I'll say it's an easy.
Yeah, I've got 22. So.
Okay. Yeah, you.
Well, you know of a way to make it not be traceable.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it.
I would say that actually that it would be traceable if someone actually managed to find the scrap of like everything and like did all that, but it's much better planned than
Yeah,
Cigar.
we've already seen that this ship's pretty basic. They've not got a lot of stuff. No one's going to be on board who's going to be a start going
No.
CSI on this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's get suited up, and then I'll set the timer.
Yeah.
I mean, this. So who's on the other ship that's following us out?
That's a bunch of the other mercenaries from the ship, from Rust's ship.
So our ship blows. We drift our way over to the abandoned ship. We're going to possibly run into the mercenaries.
Yes. So that's why I think I'm gonna try and find another way when we're out there. To kind of, because if one of the mercenaries is also from the steel ship, they will also know that either we work together or something happened.
I think when we're obviously over on the ship, we're going to have to be damn sure that we either don't get seen, or if we do encounter somebody, we need to make damn sure that either we can trust them, we can figure out what they're up to, or we can make them be quiet.
And then we need to figure out how we're going to get back to Rust's ship, or make that junker fly.
I assume the other mercenaries have got a dock. So.
Oh yeah, we could steal their ship if they turn out to be. Yeah. Okay, this plan's coming together. So let's get suited and booted.
Yeah.
And I'll set the timer.
So
now, I hope you don't mind me butting in here with an idea, Bone Fan. But an interesting mechanic that ICRPG has here that could be a nice thing to play around is the timing dice. So we could roll to see how many rounds or how quickly this grenade goes off. Do I set it well?
Yeah, you have the honor to roll the d4. It's a d4, right?
Yeah. So we're saying we're suited and booted. We're about to leave, and I'm rolling.
Can I possibly also connect with that? I maybe notice and look over, and that you're fiddling a bit longer than I think you should be with a grenade, which makes me wonder: do you remember how to do this?
Yeah.
I don't even need to say anything. I think it's just you're busy. I've looked over and just thought it'd be fine. It just seems to be.
Before you,
I've rolled a 2.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's.
So what about now if I roll an intelligence roll to see if I realise that the timer's 22? So
yeah, you realise.
I'm like, we need to rush here, guys. The timer on these models of grenades is not always the most reliable. we need to get a wiggle on here.
Yeah. And Snake is trying to swim in the air and trying his best to get away at his turn. So yeah, I guess you both try to. No, is there any way you wanna because there's no jetpack or anything. It's just really just
it's your own propulsion kind of. Yeah. Okay.
So is there any tricks you want to use on your turn?
Let me see what kit I've got.
I mean, I was just going to suggest if it's, this might be something for when we're actually out in space, but I mean, to be honest, don't forget it's any kind of projectile is going to force us forward. So
you could turn around and shoot.
Or I guess the momentum of the ship is propelling us towards that direction, but we need to be beyond the ship once it explodes.
surely can we do like a perception look around the room? Is there any kind of fire extinguishers, canisters?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a
Do
good
we need to go
idea.
Wally on this?
You could use the. Yeah, let's roll a wisdom or wisdom.
1 second, it's just kicked me. I've just dropped out here. 1 second. Get back in. Where are we? Get me back in. Okay, so I'll do a wisdom. 1 second. Wisdom, probably not my strongest, and it is.
Nah, you completely lost that there was a fire extinguisher. And
Okay.
yeah.
So do we grab hold of some some sort of.
What can we see? What's available to us? We should have thought this before I set the timer.
Yeah.
So I guess that's Craig's turn. So
Yeah. So
we've only
Snake-
2 rounds. Snake gets a go now, doesn't he?
yeah, he just tries to swim out and like bounce a bit like against the part and
He's not a bit
try to-
acrobatic about it.
Yeah, and let me see if he. Yeah, he gets like a good like chunk away.
Okay.
So what's he gone out of an airlock?
I'm sorry.
How has he got out of the ship? Has he gone out of the airlock?
He just opened there's a little door, like really
Like a hatch
basic.
almost.
Yeah, hatch. Yeah.
So
Okay.
all
All the junk's gonna get sucked out.
we'll
Yeah,
get sucked
Yeah.
out, won't we? So
Yeah,
if we go with the momentum of all the oxygen being sucked out of the airlock,
Yeah.
hopefully,
Why I bother to look round the room?
hopefully, while I presume there's gravity in this ship. So so for my turn, with only 1 round to go, I'll run straight for the door and with as much momentum as I can, kind of jump out with all this sucking air.
Yeah.
So that's
All right. So where is Ronan at this point?
I think I'm still in the room somewhere, probably.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still in the room. I did a perception looking around the room, and then I found diodes running and leaping out of a hole.
Yeah, I guess you would also be sucked out from the.
Yeah, you would think so.
Yeah. Yeah, you do, and depending on, you actually got off.
How about if the perception I rolled, did that mean that I actually came out of a little bit gracefully and didn't end up getting dragged out by my bum?
Yeah, we can.
So did I mainly? I gracefully went through the hole.
Yeah, let's say that.
On a roll of 3,
Yeah.
you banged your head on the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah, douche.
Yeah, you actually did, and like in your spacesuit there's a little crack because you bumped your head into.
Okay. I did actually wonder about this because do I technically breathe?
I would say.
I'm mechanical, aren't I?
Yeah, but it's up to you how much you want to be human.
Go on, I'll be a little bit human.
Okay, so you still got.
Let's say I've got organic materials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually don't know. It seemed like it was very primitive. The robots.
Yeah, it is. It's fine. I think I've got lungs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So more like a cyborg.
Yeah. So we're all out exterior now, aren't we?
Yeah.
So-
and
Yeah.
it's your turn, Roman.
So I guess that's if we're following the timing rules. That's the 2 rounds. So I'm guessing the bomb goes off now before it's my turn.
Yeah, I think it's Snake, Ronan and Snake's turn. If I'm
Okay.
not mistaken.
Well, do we need to? How far do we take this? Are we going to roll to see what kind of effect the bomb has? Does it affect us coming out of the ship, or are we just going to get out of the ship and get moving?
So
Up to you, obviously.
Well, you are already out in the open.
Yeah, I just didn't know if the explosion kind of happening that doesn't affect us outside
no,
the ship.
it's not yet. You're still, if I'm correct, it's still your turn.
All right, so we've got one more round to act.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Okay. Right. That's fine. Okay. So it's still my turn. Okay. I don't know. I'm out in space. So what do I do?
You could just do your best attempt at like getting forward, or you could.
Okay.
Snake
Yeah.
is
Well.
also there, so you could take him and then.
Well, yeah. How about if I do a? I'm going to do a dexterity check, and I'm going to try and because I've come out with force, I'm going to try and slingshot myself, grab hold of who I can, and kind of try and use that force to propel us in a direction.
So
how's that?
You want to Snake is in front of you. You could grab him and then get some momentum by grabbing him.
Yeah. Try.
Yeah, you do that. Let's see.
Okay, all right, I rolled dexterity. Yeah, not in a kind of. I'm going to make him fall back. I've rolled an 8.
Yeah, well, you grab him and then something being stuck in your mech arm or whatever is getting stuck in his spacesuit. So you actually ripping him apart in his pants.
I've tangled into him. Okay.
Yeah, but you get a little further ahead, but not too much, and enough for him to kind of go in panic mode because you ripped open his first layer in his suit, and he's looking at you like, "What are you doing?"
So I'm leaking and he's leaking.
Actually, it's only him leaking, but you have a crack in your.
I've got a crack, but he's actually leaking. Okay, right, yeah. That's fine. Okay, and that's probably my turn then. I think.
Yeah.
Again, both. Tell me to shut up if you want me to stop with these ideas. But I'm trying to learn the game myself by making these suggestions. Why not roll a timer for Snake's oxygen supply? So that gives us a feeling of how much time we've got to get him to some oxygen or safety.
Yeah.
I guess will this roll not encounter how long it actually takes us to get to the ship as well?
Well, no. It might take us 3 rounds to get to the ship. But Snake's only got may only have 1 round of air left.
Okay.
So
that's the exciting thing about this mechanic, I think.
Oh, no, is the time assist. I sort of think my question should have been: are we going to set rounds for how long it takes us to get to the ship first?
It's impossible at this. It could take like 6 rounds to get to the abandoned ship because you have no idea how your momentum
the distance
will be.
between.
No, it feels like it's just like over there, a couple of maybe 20. No, that makes no sense. Let me think. Maybe 100 meters. Like it's not even that far away. His suit is not in that bad of shape, but it's
still leaking.
It's leaking, and you think that it's like around 4 turns, or actually, it's precisely 4 turns.
Okay.
So let me write down 4.
So 4 turns. Okay.
Oh, 4 turns. Yes, and he kind of panics. So now it's the explosion's turn, which I'm not sure how much damage I should give you. So I'm gonna roll a d6, and that's the damage you're gonna take from the explosion. No, that makes no sense. What would you say, Adam?
So
Because there could also be like an.
There's blast radiuses, isn't there, in the rules? So whether we did a blast radius or
Is there? Whereabouts is that?
is it not? I thought it said something about
Yeah,
us,
maybe. Yeah.
Where was it? Something like like movement, and then there's something about damage or attacking.
Well, I mean, the different damage or efforts. The D4 is described as most stuff bare hands, so it feels like it should be more than that. Weapon effect, swords, bows, and pistols is a D6. Magic effort is a D8, so arcane and divine power. But I suppose ultimate force is a D12, but you only get that on a if you've rolled a natural 20. So I would say a D6 or a D8. It's definitely not a D4.
No.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll. Let's see. You take 4 in damage.
Okay.
And with that, you get a good momentum.
Okay, it's blasted us forward.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I don't know if it's scientific,
Yeah.
but let's pretend that it
Sure.
is.
Right. Okay. So that's 4 damage taken. All right.
Yeah, and with that, let's change scenes. Finally,
Mm-hmm.
I think if you could test out your, don't never mind what it looks like right now, but see if you can move your figure or your icon. So, are you seeing the same thing I'm seeing?
I just
shape?
yes.
Yeah. So check if you can move your token, and if it's the right one.
I'm not seeing anything yet. Let me try and reload mine.
It's down in the bottom left-hand corner. Perhaps you'll find it.
I'll have a look at it.
Yeah.
I've scrolled out. I wonder if are these in the way. Yeah, there we go. All right, I've got it. Yeah.
So was that the shuttle?
Yeah.
So
it's a bit,
where?
Gone.
So I'm actually gonna put you somewhere else. Give me a sec. Gotta be precise here. What you see there is the other part, and next to it, like where I'm gonna move you. You're floating around here, and this is where the pod would have been.
Okay.
Like it's the ugly line is where the kind of module would, or like the pod would stick to. If you understand what I mean. And next to where the other part kind of landed, there's a third, or like a second part, also attached to this ship. Please ask if there's something I'm not explaining.
So the ship that's uncovered is ours that's just exploded.
Yeah.
And these two are now docked with the spaceship that we were floating over towards, the unnamed craft.
Yeah.
So we're floating towards
the opening of.
So really, on this map, this pod shouldn't be there because it's exploded. But
yeah, exactly. My bad.
Well, I guess the scenario could have played out that we didn't explode it and we docked it. So I
Yeah,
guess
exactly.
I guess you do need it. So well, we need to have a word with Snake then if we can get him conscious inside. Why is there another pod? Why is there more than one pod? Because we were thought we were being followed by another one.
Let me find someone who should be a Snake. One moment. Yeah, great. I'm searching for Snake. That won't. That will ruin the.
I'm certainly hoping Snake knows how to get into this ship from the exterior.
Well, I haven't thought it through. Give me a second.
No worries. I don't think you were right, Adam, saying about for this kind of for ICRPG. I've not played it, but the time element and restraint thing. I think because it keeps the flow of the game. You've got to move, and it's probably easier for you as well because we're not just like going, what's that in the corner over there?
Yeah.
It keeps things going and forces, and if you want to get to a point where you kind of want, actually, I want them to look into a room, you can go, there's no time constraint, or there's 20 time constraint or something, or there isn't. So yeah, it allows you to kind of tweak and say, right, move, don't move, stay here, go, that kind of thing. Yeah, so
exactly.
I think it's a good mechanic.
Yeah.
From a
I haven't seen it in other games, but I use it in D&D too.
Okay.
Because it's such a good drive for people to be like, oh, mystery.
Yeah.
But you were saying something. I'm sorry, to Snake. I think it was,
me or Diode, sorry.
Diode. I think it was.
Adam?
No, I was saying if we can get him inside, I'm going to have a word with him.
Yeah.
Well, this thing is closed.
Okay.
But there seems to be a kind of hatch thing, not a wheel, but more like a thing you can open and then.
Oh, right, like a manual hatch. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
This is where I say, right, this is my turn, Diode.
But we lost someone on the road 20, I think.
Oh, Adam.
Yeah.
He's gone. He'll be back.
Okay.
Can you can hear me?
Yeah, we can see.
I think I closed the tab.
I did that the other day.
I think it was died.
Yeah, I'm back.
It's your turn, Adam. So.
I was just I was trying to make you a token for Snake.
Ah.
I'm going to imagine myself, Ronan's floating along, and I've just realised I've left my drone.
Oh yes.
Dang.
Yes, this token. Genius. Give me a second. Snake. Shouldn't be wrong.
Did you edit the video, Adam? You did a video.
I did, yeah. So I cut out all the technical
Dull
problems at the beginning and the end bit, and I think there was a middle bit that I cut out as well. Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
There he is.
Yeah.
So is it my go?
Yeah.
So can I get an idea of is my momentum carrying me in the right direction? Can I see an airlock?
like
or
you,
are any of us in the right momentum direction?
yeah, you have a feel that you will be there in like 1 or 2 turns. Like you are basically at the at this
Okay,
receptors.
that's our airlock there, the purple one. So looking at Ronan and Snake, can I get an idea that they're travelling at the similar momentum and
Yeah, they are.
they are. So
Actually,
don't.
Snake is no, that's not true. You actually have the most momentum because you were the furthest back, so you got more like explosion in your back.
Right. Okay.
So yeah.
So if I'm happily traveling in the right direction, I don't feel I need to do anything to make myself get there. So perhaps I will get because I'm carrying a rope and grappling hook as part of my kit. I'm going to get that out
So am I.
and get that ready to try and snag something if I overshoot the airlock and I need to grapple onto something. So I'm just going to ready that for my round.
Yeah. Okay.
Until I get. And so can I, as part of my turn, can I move myself closer? So you said we should go down. So maybe.
Yeah. So just halfway. Yeah, that's fine.
About there.
Yeah. And Roman.
I mean, I'm going to guess if I'm travelling in the right direction as well, and I'm probably going to arrive, so it's probably going to be similar. I'll say I'll ready my hook and rope as well, just in case either I overshoot or someone else does. And again, I'm going to turn myself prepared, ready to kind of dock, as it were. So I don't think there's anything much more for my turn.
Okay. Okay. So you move over here as well.
Yeah.
And a Snake does the same. He kind of looks a bit scared at his suit.
My bad.
I also need to say it's kind of hard for you to talk to each other because there's no radio contact. You all turned them off. So you're
Radio
all
silent.
Yeah. Like he's not sure. Never mind. Okay, so it's diode.
So
you're at the.
So momentum's carried me to the airlock, and I'll try and grapple hold of it. So let me get my character sheet back up. It closed when I was.
That's got to be dexterity, or is it chance? Or...
Could be strength. I'll look to you both. What would you like?
You wanted to hang on with your rope against the area, or like the vent, or like the entrance, or what did you?
Yeah. So, I want to try and grab hold of it. So maybe dexterity first. Actually, make the grab.
Yeah, because there's no right now. There's not any pressure, anything. Yeah, and you do it. You do just fine hanging on to it. So yeah, I would say you can do one small thing if you want to. If that's
so I will just try and look at the airlock and fathom how to get it open. What kind of airlock is it?
Yeah.
Look through the window.
Yeah, you can look through that. It's kind of a small little, so you need to like find the right.
So can I search for the control panel or the access panel?
Yeah, you can. Hit a wisdom.
Okay.
I can never remember the difference.
Wisdom is intuition and senses. So that sounds about right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, you do it. You do find some like mechanical, like mechanic to open it. There's like a little button that you think you need to press. So yeah, that's your turn. So
That's my turn. Yeah.
Okay.
Ronan.
All right. Well, I'm probably going to. It's going to be a dexterity, I guess, to try and grab hold again. So I'll do a dexterity roll.
Yeah.
It's 13.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you hang on to that.
okay, so I've grabbed on to that, and with him, and I'm going to say in my turn, well, a simple action. I'm going to turn around and prepare myself to grab Snake in case he overshoots.
Yeah.
Or doesn't manage to grab hold. So yeah, I'll say that's probably my turn as well.
I'm sorry.
I'll say that's probably my turn, but I'll prepare myself to grab
okay.
Snake in case he misses.
So just move like a little further like this.
Yeah.
And Snake, he kind of grabs onto you two, and let's see if he does that.
Okay,
well.
so we've arrived.
Yeah.
Wow.
So now there's 2 turns before he probably
Runs out of
suffocate. So died.
So I'm currently gripping on with one hand, investigating the access panel, while Snake and Ronan slamming to the door and probably into my shoulder as well, rocking me. Whoa, just holding on, managing to hold on. So I'd like to try and hack the door control now and try and get this thing open. What's the current target?
It's 10.
10. And I will use my hacking tools, which gives me a +3 on this. So I'll roll this straight from D20 +3. And I also get plus another 3 for my actual abilities as well. So 22 in total.
Yeah. So hit a what was it? No, was it D6 for effort? No, for attempt. I can't remember. Oh, sorry.
I think we agreed a D8 for my hacking tools.
Ah, yeah. Then it's it.
So how many hearts has this door got?
1 heart, like 10 HP or what?
Okay, so
10 HP.
So 7. So
yeah, you got a good chunk of it.
So I can hear mechanisms starting to clink and grind, but it's not quite open yet.
Yeah, no.
So I'll look to Snake and Ronan and kind of just go, give them a 2-minute sign. I'm almost there.
All right.
And then Snake will be like, I don't have fucking 2 minutes.
Yeah, he's looking at his leg and being like, what are you saying to me? Like, this is my life. He says without you hearing his words, because you think that's what he says, at least. Yeah. So, Ronan, what do you do?
I'm going to guess I look over and see Diode gesturing at Snake, and Snake pulling some quite rude gestures back at him.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to get between, but I think at this point I'm probably going to try and sort of stem the flow of air a little bit from,
good thinking.
Reassure Snake, maybe just kind of showing that I'm applying pressure to the area where it's leaking, and just kind of like give him a pat, say, we're going to get in, just wait. I think I think so. There's not much I can do. Diode's doing his thing, so I'm going to hold on.
Yeah. Snake's turn. Well, he let's see. He pushes, or not pushes you, but he tries to get in front, and then he pushes a button. And when he did that, the door to the entrance just falls off, floats off, and you get sucked in. Right? Unless you can hold on with a strength check, a hard strength check. So that's 13, I believe.
That's correct. Yeah.
So yeah, unless you.
So I'm okay. I'm holding on, so I'm not sucked in.
So
I resist.
strength check. Oh man, that was bad.
Actually, it would be. It makes no sense, but let's pretend this makes sense. Yeah, you, Ronan, you didn't hold on too well, so you get in. Yeah, you get sucked in.
Okay.
And Snake, he does hold his ground, and
Separated.
yeah. So now let me reveal what's inside. But it made no sense that you would go.
Maybe move myself inside.
Yeah.
I guess it would blast in the other direction, actually, wouldn't it? But
yeah, I actually don't know physics, so.
Oh, sorry. What am I? Right. So should I be blasted back out into space?
No. We're saying
that's just.
It might be a feature of the ship on an emergency. You could say on an emergency door open from the outside.
If you're unconscious,
it may be sensible that someone's trying to get in. Pull them in.
Yeah. Let's say that.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, that's genius. So it's kind of a clean looking room in the sense that there's just a door, and then these two other parts that are still closed. And there's some fire extinguisher, and there's
Okay.
that's basically what you see from now.
Okay.
From now, yeah. So now it's diode.
Okay, I am going to grab Snake and pull him into the room.
Yeah.
With me. Can you move him?
Yeah.
In there.
Wrong thingy. Yeah. Yeah, and he
and if and I guess.
I mean, sealing the door should probably be a simple action, should it? If we're inside.
Well, it would seem quite simple to get in. After I tried hacking it when it just needed the push of a button. So are you happy for me to seal the door as well in this action?
Yes, if you... Did you bring the door?
Pardon?
Did you bring the door? It flew up.
Oh, sorry, the door's blown off.
Oh, it's blown off, right, okay.
Yeah. I guess, to be fair, it would also be sucked in. Let's be consistent. So the door is actually
it's wedged in the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's inside here, lying over there.
Okay, so I'll go and pick up the door and return back.
Yeah.
Feels like I've done a lot this turn, so maybe I'll say that's my action over.
Okay. Well, if it's my turn, I'm gonna take the door from you.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna try and kind of wedge it in place and try and kind of seal the hole that he was from. So I don't need to. What sort of roll do you want me to do for? Do I successfully wedge the door?
I would say an intelligence.
Okay.
To see if you kind of know how this thing goes. Like.
I'll apologise now, Diode. Right, so I rolled an 8.
Yeah. Yeah, no, not
That's
right
not.
now, but maybe in the future. No, but
Okay, well,
if you had more time, you would be able to kind of force it in place.
well, so I'm shoving it in. I'm also going to look at Snake now. I'm glaring at him.
Yeah, he's not looking good. He's kind of panicking.
So we.
Yeah. So his turn, he will. He tries to go inside of the other pod.
Okay.
This one. And as soon as he gets to the little window, he falls kind of back in shock, kind of speechless, and lying on the floor
What's he
over
saying?
here. So yeah, and now it's the 0th turn of his spaceship suit. So that means that he will actually, yeah, he might actually die. I don't know what the science is, but wouldn't you die immediately if there was no?
You're going to suffocate to death, I would have thought. Yeah. There's no atmosphere.
In matters of seconds or something, right?
So the mechanics in this game, if for death, when you hit 0 HP or less, you are dying. Roll a d6, and that's how many turns you've got until you die.
If you roll a d20 on one of the rolls, it gives you back to life and one.
Okay, three turns.
So we've got 3 turns to save him or him save himself. So it also says if an ally reaches you before death and makes an intelligence stroke wisdom check, you're stabilized but still knocked out.
Or has that rule changed now? Because I think you've just got to say, "Don't die on me, man," don't you? And then
I read something like that too. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I mean, in the edition I have, I think that sounds about right.
You've got to say, "Don't die on me, man." They must then make a wisdom or intelligence roll to succeed. This simple act will halt the countdown, but you will remain out cold until healed with medical size, healing magic, or safety.
Mm-hmm.
So yes.
Okay.
So is it my turn now?
Yeah.
So I will roll the intelligence check to see if I can figure out.
And that was just a no. Oh well.
So I look at Ronan struggling with a door, and I take it from him, turn it upside down, and then shove it.
Is it like a square peg round hole?
Yeah. Shove it into the door and seal the door.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So, am I aware if this room is now breathable or?
There's a yes. It's not breathable yet, but there is coming air as soon as you clear
Right. So it's not at levels yet. So I will move around to Snake and say, "Don't die on me, man. Don't you die on me, man. I need to have words with you."
Snake. Okay,
So
I roll or
wisdom or intelligence. So intelligence is my better. So I need to. And what's the target in this room?
it's 10.
10. So, just.
Yeah.
So he's stabilized. So according to the rules, he won't be okay until we reach safe. So are we going to say that that's oxygen levels have returned?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And oxygen is gonna be. You know what? That's gonna be next turn. It's pretty fast.
Okay. So while Craig's having his go, I'm just going to have a read of the revival rules.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think, is it right? Okay. Well, we're in this room. I would kind of like to know what Snake saw in this pod over here. So I'm going to move over to take a look inside or through the door of this pod.
Okay.
I want to know what's going on.
Yeah. Well, you look inside and This was the part that the other crew took,
Okay.
and you witness a gory witness, and you actually also see that the door that you're looking through is kind of half open, half not open. Like from, if you imagine, how do I explain this? Like the pot has been opened before it reached
right.
the. So there's something that happened.
Okay.
And people are lying there, bleeding all over.
Okay.
All of them have spacesuits on, like you did, but they are like that's cuts all over them.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I've taken a look through there.
It doesn't seem there's anyone alive there.
There's no one alive in there. Okay. Is it? I think how to. Am I able to?
Oh, I lost you.
Where's he gone?
Sorry, apologies. Am I able to open the door, gain access to the said pod?
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Their own door or hatch has been opened,
Okay.
but it's not attached to the ship.
Okay, so it's just open.
Yeah, their
all right,
side,
okay.
and
Okay, all right,
the
okay.
side you're standing on is closed, so you could open it if you wanted
Okay.
to. And
I'm just thinking to search inside for anything
Oh.
useful and what happens. So
yeah,
so yeah.
yeah, you could do that, but then you would probably suffocate Snake again.
Right. Okay. So can I move inside this turn?
Oh, you wanna go inside the pod? Oh,
Well, I'm in. Well, let's say not as now. No, I'll leave it there. I've taken a look
Yeah.
inside, so let's progress.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Snake, he's stable now, right?
So if he was a player, he would now get the opportunity to forego his turn, and that would
Make him safe.
I think that would give him one
It's a time
one
mechanic, isn't
HP back.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's just barely.
Pretty bad shape.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, it says tear a piece of your tunic as a rat, spit out a tooth, or splash cold gar in your face. So depending on the time frame, the outcomes are slightly different. So we haven't got hours and days to play with, so I'm guessing we're using moments. So it says in combat time you have the slimmest chance of recovery. There is no safety and only seconds to spare. If you spend a combat turn in recovery, meet or beat the current target with a con roll to recover 1 hit point. Yes, just one. Add your con bonus and recover the total. Here's where the con stat shines. So he rolls a con dice, got to be, and that's 1 HP plus his con.
I roll 10.
Yep.
So
that's fine. He's passed it. So he gets 1 HP plus whatever his constitution bonus is.
there was no 0.
Pardon?
It was 0.
So he's just got 1 HP left. So he's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Blue, his face has gone purple, but he's gasping and he's still with us.
He is it his turn or
that was his turn? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's back to you, Adam, is it?
So it's you.
Or whoever.
Well, the GM's supposed to have a go. So if there's anything you want to do, is there?
Yeah, both of you roll a what's that? That must be wisdom.
Okay.
Wisdom.
Yeah, roll a wisdom.
19 from Diode.
16.
You both hear and knocking from over here.
Please be a
From
space
the,
raven.
From the right hut.
Okay.
You hear like a
What the hell's that?
sound. Yeah. That's my turn. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to grab Snake by his collar and say, "What the fuck, man? There's an extra ship here. Who is that? Why is everyone dead in that pod? There's something going on here, and you know about it."
We want answers.
So I'm gonna try and intimidate this dude. So maybe a charisma.
Yeah.
What about strength or a bit? No.
It's a
No,
bit hard to shake him, so I would say it was a hard roll because he's used to be intimidated.
Yeah. So I failed that then because I got a 10
Yeah.
and I would have required a 13. So
Okay.
But he's reaching from something in his like backpack. You can't see what it is at this point.
so I don't trust this guy. So I'm gonna if you'll allow me, unless I need to wait until my next turn, would be to pin that arm.
Yeah.
Or at least grab for what he's getting.
Roll an easy strength, I would say. Yeah. You pin his arm down and he's like, "Ugh!" and he's dropping a cigar from that arm. You
A cigar.
yeah.
Not the time and place, man. Not the time and place.
And he's just looking at you. "Oh, leave me be. You should have left me in the pod. I'm no good. I can't survive any longer." So yeah.
Okay, over to you, Craig.
Okay, I'm looking at this scene of a cigar being pulled on Diode, slightly smirking at the situation. But I'm taking we can talk to each other now, obviously, because you've.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
it's kind of a free.
yeah. So we can talk. I think by this point we're not worried about anyone hearing us. And yeah, I'm going to say to Diode, what the fuck is going on here, Diode? This is already gone south. That's a pod full of gore. Snake, no offense, you're toast at this point, and we have no information and no backup now at this point. So we need to, get out of here, start making towards finding out some information. Otherwise, we're basically dead at this point. I'm going to. I want to know a bit more about this room, to be honest. I want to know kind of what's in it and kind of what. So whether that be a perception, I want to know are there any panels, or any doors, any mechanisms, anything like that. So
Well, there's a door on the north, and there's a pod on the right, and other than that, it's a pretty clean.
it's a pretty. Sorry, you did say that actually, both, and then you before you did say it was fairly sparse. Okay, so I've definitely convinced myself it's a sparse room. I'm struggling here, guys, to be honest. So I'm just going to probably move my turn on. Let's just progress.
Well, remember there was the knocking at that door. You might want to go and investigate
the door. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll move and investigate the knocking at the door.
It was this door down here.
Oh, sorry. This one. Sorry. Right, okay. Yeah. I'll investigate the knocking over there.
Yeah. Well, you look inside, and there's right in your face. There's a kind of primitive looking dude. He doesn't have a knife or anything, but he has like very filthy, like not a lot of clothes. Like basically, how do we describe that? He looks like a caveman who just like found some like something to put on, like very basic. What's the word? Racket? No.
Yeah, like rags are kind
Yeah,
of thing.
exactly,
Yeah. Okay.
Just a little on his chest and his private area, but other than
Okay.
that, that's nothing. And he's
Okay.
like looking in your face like,
Okay, so he's banging on the door. I'm guessing he spotted me now, looking through.
You're
Okay.
face to face with him, or like you're looking
Okay,
him
all
in
right.
the
Well,
eyes.
I think so I've established that. Okay, that's probably, I'd say probably my turn then if I've moved over and kind of investigated over to that. Okay.
Yeah, so Snake
I don't think I'm going to open it.
is still being pathetic. he's looking at you, and just like shaking his head and like coughing up some blood and trying to get his suit off, but is having little trouble because he only has one arm to do it. The other one is being pinned down. So that's its turn.
Okay. Are you taking a turn, Bowfan?
So no, that's actually nothing going on right now.
Okay.
So yeah.
Up
Take
to
it.
me. So I see Ronan going to have a look in the other ship. I've got Snake fannying around in front of me, so I'll stand up, give him a kick and say stop pussying around and get on your feet. And then my plan is I would like to inspect the two pods. I don't know if I can jack into them and get some kind of diagnostic program up. So I'd like to maybe test this one that's had the bloodbath in it, because I want to know if these are viable ships now, and can we use them as escape pods if required. So I'd like to try and test this bloodbath one.
Yeah. So do an easy attempt.
Okay. Oh, it's good job it was easy. Although I get +6 to that anyway. So.
Good. So
13.
yeah. And it has like 5 HP.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, just enough.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So there's 2 of them, and it seems that the one with the bloodbath is kind of busted.
Okay.
There's something wrong with it. Either it's
we knew something bad happened in it, so
yeah. It actually seems that there was a leaking of some sort.
it's malfunctioned in some way.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no air in it.
Or been sabotaged.
Yeah, and the other one, you can kind of see that it has the same. It has the same kind of. How do I explain that? Same kind of module as the ship you're on. So it seems like it's made from the same. It seems that it's been on this ship before. If you get my
So it didn't travel with us. This one is here already, but it's functional.
Yeah, it's functional, and it's you take a look around also, like up against the roof of the pod, and you see there's like some ventilations or something attached to this ship, and you can also see by the data that you got that it has some water and food.
So it's got supplies on board.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got supplies from the ship to the pod.
Okay, this is the same pod with the primitive inside it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just double checking. Okay.
So to end my turn, I will tell Ronan, say, look, this this pod's the only one that's functional. This might be
be
our
the
only
means,
our only route home.
Yeah.
We need to get that guy out of there before he wrecks it.
Okay.
Over to you.
Over to me. Right. Well, that only leaves one.
I'll be right back. I can hear you.
No, only leaves one solution, I guess. Diode. Should we continue while Adam's left, or just?
Yeah, unless there's something you know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, fancy.
So yes, I can. Right. Well, I'm gonna. I guess I need to open the. I'm gonna try and open the hatch and ready my weapon. I guess. So, what do we need to do for accessing the hatch? Is it a manual? Is it locked?
It's a manual kind
Okay.
of.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
this.
All right.
It's not
So.
a wheel, but like
Okay. So I'd say so. Is that doing it to a strength, or is it a simple action?
It's a little nah. That you can do that fine. Like it's no, it's not that robust or anything. It's pretty
Okay. All right.
easy to.
Okay, so I'm gonna ready my energy blade, and I'm gonna open the hatch.
Yeah. Okay.
By that point, okay. And then I was going to say, if I don't know how much of my turn, can I attack, or how much of my turn? I don't know.
So you've opened the door and you agreed that was a simple action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say you could attack, like, if you want.
I mean, I don't know about this point. It's with investigating what this guy's up to at this point. He seems to be trashing the inside of it. So I think unless Dios has convinced me otherwise, I'm just going to go in there and stop him from doing it. So whether that be just disarm him, knock him out, or whichever. So yeah, I'm going to attack him.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So we roll an initiative, or do you have like a surprise attack, like this guy?
So if I understand this game correctly, you continue to take turns. So if it's still
okay.
yeah,
I make an attack, and then
so when
then
it gets
it's my
round
turn.
to the GM's turn,
Yeah. Okay.
then
yeah.
you act for the NPCs.
Yeah. Okay. That's it's pretty simple. I never thought about it, but yeah. So you just
so I do a weapon.
now you
No.
you roll a d20
All right. Okay.
and it's an easy one. No,
Okay.
that depended on how his stats are, right? Yeah, I think it is. So he has no armor or anything, so he should be
Okay.
at 10.
All right. Okay. So I'll roll 11.
So yeah, so
And then do you them roll for effort?
yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So then there's that weapon. Is that the right one? Yep. That one. Okay. Is that right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me a sec.
Yeah. Weapon efforts to D6.
Yeah.
Yep. So you roll a 4. Plus
Okay.
2s for your weapons, I guess.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh damn. Yeah, he takes a pretty solid hit, and wherever you hit him, like I'm thinking the shoulder or something like.
That was like a slash across his body. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so he drops a bit back. I guess it's his turn now. So, or first the snakes, but he just lies there.
He could just
fine.
roll to regain some more HP.
Oh yeah, that's true. Is that a critical failure in this game?
Well, you've
Like when-
rolled a 1.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't actually say, but
It's probably not good.
it gives you the option to, on page 14, there's a thing called the dire and wondrous results of checks. So the fail it
Okay.
does give you the option to so he maybe he loses a HP or
Well, you mentioned HP, and then is he back to rolling for how many turns? Did you do that forever though?
maybe he's passed out again. Yeah, but normally you wouldn't roll a 1. That's pretty extreme on the D20.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would say he's passed out.
yeah,
swallowed
hear
his
like a
tongue
whoop.
or something.
Yeah, exactly. You hear like a
Choking on his cigar.
yeah. No, he's on blood. But
So he needs
this
to be stabilized again by someone.
yeah. So should I roll a d4 for seeing how?
I think it's a D6.
Oh yeah, d6.
That's how many turns he's got until he's dead.
Okay, 5.
5 turns. Okay.
The primitive. That's the best way I can describe him. Guy backs off and starts to like trying to shake off a pipe in the wall.
Fashion a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he does succeed in that. So he gets like a thing out, but there's also like a gas coming from that, which hit him in the.
Great.
The face.
It's damaged the ship.
Yeah. All right. So, is there anything called reflect, or anything like that?
I don't understand what you mean. Sorry.
Like reflexes kind of thing, or
Like a
reaction.
Reaction. Because there's a gas leaking pipe that's like spewing out like.
For him. So in any, well, not until his turn.
Yeah, not until my turn.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. So
you have the option as GM, I suppose, if you want to play around with the gas leaking out, you could roll a timing dice and say that in this many rounds this gas is going to explode, and you've got that long to react to that. Or you don't even have to tell the players. You can just say there's gas coming out and I'm rolling a timing dice, and leave it up to the imaginations and fears of the players. It's like, whoa, what the hell is going to happen?
I do that. So something is going to happen in some time.
Oh, you don't. I don't think you have to reveal the timing. But I think they recommend to reveal the timing, but not necessarily say what the consequence is. So it gives the players and some kind of impending doom coming, but they don't know what it is.
So in this situation, it could be something poisonous. It could be something essential like oxygen. It could be something like, something for the maintenance of the pod company kind of thing.
Okay, so I actually want to say that in 2 turns, 2 rounds, my bad.
Right. So
something's gonna happen.
So as players, we think, oh right,
Okay,
he's just told us gas is leaking. He's rolled a timing dice. We've got 2 rounds until something's going to happen. Okay. So it makes it kind of cool and exciting.
Yeah.
Is that the end of the cavemans?
Yeah.
The primitives. So, damn. I don't want this to lose this ship. This might be our only. Well, I can't use my pistol because that might.
I've lost audio on you, Adam.
Yeah.
Could you hear me there? I don't want to use my pistol because that might.
Exactly.
Decompress.
Didn't you get a weapon as your milestone?
What did we say? It was. I get a
vibroblade or something.
Yeah, I get to.
Or did you choose? All right.
No. I get it. Gives me.
It was a
ultimate on effort rolls, I think you said.
Yeah.
All right.
Vibroblade module. Add an ultimate roll to your melee.
So it sounds like because I've already got a Duranium blade, so I guess I probably add that to. So I'm gonna rush forwards and attack this guy with my Duranium blade. The target is.
It's 10.
10 currently. Okay.
Yeah.
See your strength that you use in attacking it is, isn't it? Of course it is.
Yeah.
So So got him, and I get to. So I get to roll my weapon plus an ultimate.
Yeah, that's how I understood it. Yeah.
So
that's
2 plus 12. So 14 in total damage.
How how would you describe the way you just killed him? I like to do that.
So yeah, I like to think that Ronan standing in front of me is such a bulking sight that this guy was too concentrating on him. Out of the shadows, I just slip forwards from behind Ronan, swift and silent, and just open this guy's throat before he's even realizes I'm there. And he kind of turns as he's. It's like in the movies, he turns to look at me and didn't even realize I was there, and then it's then that you see his head tip to the side and just.
Yeah. All right. He is no more. Pretty brutally.
First blood.
Yeah. So it's Ronan.
Okay. That guy's dead.
Oh, sorry about that.
Okay, I'm going to try and stem I want to investigate and stem the flow of this gas leak.
Yeah.
Because this ship's essential, so I'm going to go over to try and investigate it. I'll try and stop that from leaking anymore. Can I fix it, stop it, turn it off somehow?
Yeah. So do you have any experience with that?
Possibly not from my character, I would think. So,
Okay.
So I guess it's going to be a hard roll.
Yeah.
I think it would be anyway in this situation.
Yeah, hard wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. No,
No, not this time.
not this time. No, right. So I'm scrambling, trying to get it to stop. So yeah, but I'll say so. That's probably going to be my turn anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Snake. He needs to do a. No, he's still choking on his blood. And then we turn the timer to 1, and then it's diving.
So you failed to stem the gas.
Good guys.
So this is the cool thing about the timer, is that this is different to Dungeons and Dragons. It's like there's an impending doom coming in. So I have to think carefully now. Do I risk it and try and do what Ronan did and try and stop the gas?
Or get out of dodge.
Or get out of there. What was it you rolled?
A 7.
No, was it an intelligence test?
Oh, it was intelligence. Yeah.
I think it was a wisdom, actually.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it might have been wisdom actually.
Yeah. And I really want to find out more from this body, but no, I'm gonna turn to Ronan and say, "This, I don't know how to fix this. We need to go now." And I'll run over to this door and inspect it and try and open it. So, what do I see? What kind of door is it?
It's a door. So as soon as you get over to it, it kind of
It's open.
goes on.
Okay, just before stepping through, I look over my shoulder and shout, "Oh no, he's lying dead, isn't he? I ain't got the time. I ain't got time to save him."
Right. Okay.
So I'm gonna step through.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna.
And I guess that shuts behind me.
Yeah.
See that is I like that timing mechanic. I think that's really cool. It's forced me to really think about what I'm going to do there tactically,
as opposed to you just be hanging around in the room.
Yeah.
Doing stuff. Yeah.
And I've had to leave Snake behind because I know something bad's going to happen there.
You've also had to leave Ronan behind as well.
Yeah.
You can't be part of it for 10 years.
Yeah.
At least I told you what I'm doing.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So Ronan.
Okay. Well, yeah. I've just seen Ronan run out of the room.
Yeah.
He's obviously told me what I was doing, so I'm gonna I guess again I ain't got much choice to do anything else. I want to think about grabbing Snake, but to be honest, he's been a bit of a pain. And he's been a bit of a wimp since we got here. So yeah, I think I'm going to rush for the door as well,
Yeah. Okay.
and just get out of there. For now, we don't know this is his only means of escape. So yeah, I'm going to rush for the door as well.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
So I'm going to go.
Yeah. You managed to go over to the door, and yeah. As soon as that happens, you hear the door behind you shutting down, and then just some noise coming from the door, not from the other side, but from the specific, like the door's frame. You hear like a
I think it's like locking ceiling.
locking, ceiling, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, so it's a mystery behind that door. We don't know what's happened. For all we know, it's just blown party poppers, or it's released noxious gas or exploded or something. But
there's no loud noise from.
There's nothing. So okay, that's good. I mean, I'm still intrigued by that.
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Okay. So, should we call it night, or do we still have time?
I might have to call it a night, actually, guys.
Yeah.
I've got some stuff in the morning, so
Yeah.
but yeah, we'll have to leave it there.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, nice one.
Thank you.
I'm intrigued. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm
Again, I thought you would be done by now, so it's nice. No, I'm not complaining. It's really nice.
No, it's good. Like
It's
I'm enjoying, like I say, the time mechanics. I like, it kind of forces you along, and I think.
Yeah, if anything, this session could be called the timer experiment.
Yeah. Well, I guess these games were always about us learning the
Yeah.
rules and the mechanics of this game. So,
Yeah.
we're starting to make good use of what this game can do for us.